What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20,000 IRS employees have offered to resign. You know, it is pretty bad when people don't even want to stick around because of this Trump administration. And, when Donald Trump came into office, there were 100,000 people that worked for the IRS. And that is dramatically reduced. And I'm sure it's going to be reduced even more. You're only looking at the beginning of letting people go. It is going to probably go on throughout his entire 4 years. So, about 22,000 employees at the IRS have signed up for Donald Trump's latest resignation offer, according to people that work for the IRS. So, they said they had 100,000 employees before Trump took office. Roughly 5,000 employees resigned in January, and an additional 7,000 probationary employees were laid off. Though the firings had been contested in court, those layoffs have taken effect. The agency would track on how to lose so they said they're going to lose about a third of their overall workforce. Under the terms of the Trump administration deferred resignation offer, employees who take the deal will be put on paid administrative leave through September of 2025 and then leave their federal jobs. Some employees took the offer, could still opt out of resigning. Losing a third of IRS staff, with remaining employees bracing for further layoffs and funding cuts, is expected to decrease the amount of revenue the federal government is able to collect. The cuts have already caused the IRS to abandon some audits. Current and former employees say taxpayers may feel more emboldened to try and avoid paying taxes if the IRS is diminished. Well, Donald Trump said he wants to get rid of the IRS. So, y'all, this is just the beginning. By the time he's done, it may be just a skeletal crew left for the IRS. So, the Biden administration had expanded the IRS by 20,000 employees in hopes of increasing the amount of tax revenue it collected. The Treasury spokesperson said the department was aiming to reverse the hirings from the last administration and still improve service. So, y'all, they're doing this again, during tax season. I know, today is the deadline, but still, it causes a lot of problems among resigning IRS officials and the acting commissioner. She and other top IRS officials decided to leave the agency in part because of an agreement to share taxpayer information with ICE. The Trump administration decision to use IRS data to help deport undocumented immigrants has caused widespread concern at the tax collector, which they said, has long kept taxpayer information confidential. Yeah, and it's going to Elon Musk, who is not even an elected official in Doge. So I know about a week ago I had seen an article, and it was saying that one of those IRS employees got into a scuffle with Doge, and they physically threw him out of the building. It no matter how you look at it, it's a mess. Okay, so you let all these people go. The problem with Donald Trump, he never has a plan. And when you ask him what the plans are, he just have a concept of a plan, which is no plan at all, you know, and people are waiting for this, their tax refund because I mean, everything out here is so unaffordable. And now, since China has come out and showed that they are scamming, these rich folks are scamming the American people. They have pretty much outed them on the luxury items. All of it, y'all. Not some, all of it. Okay. And how they make it. And it's the same exact thing. And then the designers just put their finishing touches on it and then jack up the prices. And so a bag that probably costs $15 for them to make, you're paying 4,500 for it, you know? But I'm glad a lot of things are coming to light, y'all. It really needs to come to light. And people do need to wake up and stop being fooled, especially these rich people, because Donald Trump is not there for this country. He is there for the rich. Nobody in this country, especially if you are among the working class, you're not going to benefit from what Donald Trump is doing. You're not. You're not going to benefit in any kind of way. The only ones that are going to benefit are the ones he had in his office after he paused the 90-day, the tariffs for 90 days. And he had all those rich people in his office pointing at this one made 900,000. This one made 9 million. This one made 100. They made 1 billion. See, those are the people Donald Trump wants to satisfy. But these average workers for the IRS, he ain't interested in them. He doesn't care what happens to them. Once they get thrown out of these federal jobs, they don't care what happens to these people from that point on. They don't care. And unfortunately, Donald Trump is not following court orders. He was supposed to reinstate 24,000 federal employees. He has not done it. So I'm not surprised. I think he's going to really gut the IRS, and they may have only half of their current employees by the end of the year. But we shall see, y'all. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.